The Supreme Court has struck out Nenadi and Abure suits while saying only political parties can determine who their leaders are. It also said that the appeal court shouldn't dabble into the affairs of political parties. Recalled that a court of appeal in Abuja had recognized Mr. Abure as the national chairman of the Labour Party. The Apex Court dismissed this appeal, describing it as lacking in merit. Now, reacting to the verdict, the party's National Public Secretary, Abure, said Abure remains the Labour Party chairman. Now, joining us for this conversation is a Labour Party chieftain, Callistus Okafor. Good morning, and thanks so much for joining us on the program this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Well, we've seen different interpretations concerning the Supreme Court verdict yesterday. Setting aside the Court of Appeal's judgment recognizing Abure as the chairman, calling it a nullity for lack of jurisdiction. With the Supreme Court's ruling, politicians have had different interpretation on this matter. What is your own interpretation to this development?
Once again, thank you for having me. Honestly, I won't talk much on this because I have not seen the CTC of that judgment. I have not seen it. I wasn't there at the court. So many people are saying so many things. And but if I go by what I see in the corridor of journalists on TV or other social medias, then I would say that, number one, sacking Abure is good, but sacking Abure without giving solution on what to do in Labour Party, I don't see it as a good thing. What do I mean by this? If you say you sack Abure, then what next? Who takes over? There will be no lacuna in the leadership. So if you sack Abure, who takes over? In Labour Party today, if you say Abure is sacked, who takes over? Sacking Abure, like I said from the beginning, is good because this is long-awaited action from courts. Abure, all of us know that one, that Abure emerged illegally because there's no way an acting national secretary can become a national chairman. Nowhere, no political party. But in Labour Party, the constitution of Labour Party says in absence of the national chairman, the deputy takes over. If there is no deputy, we have only North and South. Then if both of them are not there, any of the national vice chairman of any of the geopolitical zone will take over. But in a place where there was a national vice chairman and acting national secretary took over, and since then this has been the problem. Now,
Mr. Okafor, before you go on with your line of thought, is that why you describe his emergence as illegal?
Is that why I describe who?
The emergence of Julius Abure as the national chairman of your party as illegal.
Yes, of course. There's nowhere. Number one is that an acting national secretary cannot emerge in National Executive Council as a national secretary. Not even acting, substantive national secretary, and as a national chairman. Not even acting national chairman, but a substantive national chairman. A national secretary or acting national secretary can emerge a national chairman when the whole house is dissolved in a convention, and he meets up all the criteria to become a chairman, and he's elected. Then he can become a chairman. But a National Executive Council does not have constitutional rights to make an acting national secretary a chairman. That's number one. Number two is that an acting national secretary, imagine as a national chairman, it's not constitutional. It's not Labour Party. It doesn't Labour Party constitution. So everything about Julius Abure is illegal. I wonder why the appellant courts approved Abure Abure's chairmanship. So, at this point, Abure, according to them, because I have not seen the judgment, has been removed as a national chairman of Labour Party. For me, Abure, people that call Abure national chairman, they are wrong because Abure has never been a national chairman by Labour Party constitution. Nenadi went to court with one other Labour Party member, went to court against the appellant judgment. And now they said, oh, Abure is no longer a chairman. My discussion here, or my question here is, who takes over? Who? So what it means that they should go back to Supreme Court for interpretation of that judgment. Is it the senator Nenadi who went to court will take over as the acting national chairman of some groups, or who? Is it me, Kalisi Sujokafo, who has been fighting for party constitution to be obeyed, for constant judgment to be obeyed? So who? Or is it Lamidi Papa who removed Abure and became acting national chairman? So at this point, you can see there's a confusion in this judgment. There is.
Now,
and again, let me put it this way.
Okay.
After you had people saying that Abure tenure has expired. Abure has never had any tenure that will expire. There has never been any tenure. Because from the onset, there was no Abure as a national chairman. So his emergence was not only illegal, but unconstitutional. So, if now, going forward,
before we go forward, well, that's your own interpretation of all what transpired, whether he has a tenure or not. But the Supreme Court ruled that the court cannot decide party leadership crisis. Yet, faction loyal to Abure are saying it is in their favor. In all of this, don't you think there is a political solution to the internal wrangling in your party?
But that is where I was coming to before you said before then. So if you said that the court said it's internal party problem, okay. Before we started this, we started by Kalisi Sokafo, and the 23-man National Working Committee and the entire National Executive Council removed the late A.S. Salam. And that brought this case, this issue, this trouble from the beginning. From there, we had some disagreements, so many troubles and problems, and we came to a round table. Again, we came together. We had to go for convention. Before we know it, the late A.S. Salam went to Akwanga on a National Executive Council, and they said they have all emerged, and someone like me was removed. From there, we come to a place where the late chairman died, and Abure emerged as an acting secretary, as a national chairman. Now, when the court said Abure is removed, my question is, was Abure a national chairman? No, Abure was not. Abure was self-made national chairman. No convention made Abure national chairman, no convention. And National Executive Council cannot make Abure come a national chairman. That is my point. Okay. So at this juncture, what is it that Labour Party need to do? Labour Party need to bring all their eggs together in one basket. Sit down on a round table and discuss the way forward. Not crying, oh, APC has put problem here, put problem there, put problem there. APC, if your APC did not come to force you to have problem in your party, if there is any. But I assure you, there is nothing like that. There is nothing like APC do this, APC do that. It's all about selfish interest. It's all about greed. If not, tell me why an acting secretary should become a national chairman.
Okay.
Tell me why the whole people said they don't want you. If it's a party, the party organs supposed to solve their problem. The whole people said, every member of Labour Party said, we do not want Abure. This is what people have said. We do not want Abure anymore. Okay. And the Abure still remain there. And the court is still saying that it's an eternal problem. How can we solve this problem? Is it by killing ourselves? Is it by going out there, killing one another? No. I think at this point, in as much as I am a law-abiding citizen of this country, I believe in the rule of law. But this, whenever you say the court says it's an internal problem of a political party, and when it borders on constitution of the party, somebody has gone against the constitution, and others says no, this is not the constitution. We must get it right.
I have just a simple question.
Yes.
Based on the judgment of yesterday or day before yesterday, who is the current chairman of the Labour Party?
That's
according to your own interpretation. There was never any.
No, my own interpretation at this point is that Labour Party has no chairman. Because if you remove Abure, the deputy of Abure that's supposed to take over now is also illegal. It's also illegal. So who takes over?
What is the solution?
The constitution says enough. Solution is Abure group, because they are still there. My group, if I'm still interested, because the whole thing is becoming unhealthy for me. It doesn't make any sense anymore. So then, but if I said no, I don't want any more, maybe some of my group members may say, okay, they are in NLC, which is also a primary stakeholder of Labour Party, a Papa group, then other stakeholders. You must mention these 4 groups before you talk about other stakeholders. Come together, sit down on the round table. How do we make Labour Party better again? That's the only way. No other way. Every other political party, call them PDP, they are sitting down to sort out their problems. APC, which is the better one now, because I don't see problems. You can see everybody is defecting to APC. The people living in APC is minor than the people coming in, trooping into APC. Yet you're talking against them. So there's something they're doing better that other political parties are not doing better.
Mr. Okafor, let's fast track. Just a moment. Let's fast track to 2027. Where lies the politics of opposition if the Labour Party at the moment is yet to have a decision on who becomes their chairman? Where lies having a politics of opposition to be formidable before the 2027 election?
As it is, Labour Party is nowhere. That is the truth. No, it's not healthy for anybody to come into Labour Party to say, oh, I'm going to contest in Labour Party.
Are you ruling out your party? This is a party you belong.
Because of this crisis. You see, no, this table I'm seated on this table, this table. I'm having this table before me. This table cannot stand without the legs. No political party will stand with this crisis. As we speak, Labour Party, as long as I'm concerned, I don't see any man that made his money come back to throw it away in Labour Party. Number one, I don't see anybody to contest election in a Labour Party that will trust of Julius Abure, considering what happens in 2023 election. So many litigations, so many troubles in Labour Party. So as we speak, a lot of court cases against Abure, against Labour Party out there. So tell me, you can see it's not healthy at all.
Mr. Okafor, you have also taken the party, just a moment, Mr. Okafor, you have also taken the party to the court. Are you not seeing yourself as one of the persons also bringing issues into the party?
No, yes. Yes. I took the party to court because I don't want to take laws onto my hands. I, as a deputy national chairman, according to the constitution, I'm supposed to take over from the late chairman because the consent judgment, as we speak up to now, has not been obeyed. And somebody just as an acting secretary emerged as a chairman. What do you expect me to do at that point? To go and fight him? No, I can't do a thing like that. The best thing is to take it to court. But you can see, after how many years, court has said, Abure, get down. And we sack you because your tenure has elapsed. Abure has never had a tenure. That is the truth. Abure, as long as I'm concerned, has never had a tenure.
Well, Mr. Akafo, you are saying this, but the camp of Abure is still rejoicing that the court has allowed him continue his tenure. So which is which? Is he out or is he in?
I can't hear you, please. I can't hear you.
I said, and I'll repeat myself, I said that due to the judgment, the Abure camp is still rejoicing that the court has said that, oh, he can continue his tenure. So which is which? Because you are saying that, that he has been sacked, but his camp is saying that he's still there.
Before I started, if you recall, before I started, I said, I was not there in court, and I have not seen the judgment.
Yes, you said that.
Whatever I'm saying is based on what is in the domain of social media. So if the court said Abure is sacked, Abure is sacked. If the court did not say so, Abure is not sacked. I wasn't there in the court. So what I'm trying to say is that until I see the CCTV, I mean the CCTV of that judgment, when I see the CCTV of that judgment, then I can tell you authoritatively that Abure is sacked or Abure is not sacked. So everything we are saying here is just rumors by what we see on the social media. Well, breaking news, Abure is sacked by Supreme Court. Breaking news, Abure is removed by Supreme Court. That is why I seated here. So if it's true, then it means Abure is sacked. Don't forget that Abure Group will still want to tell you that Abure is still there when Abure is no longer there. So until we see it, what Abure will be talking about now, how to redeem his name, how to make people at least get a little confidence in him again by sitting down to talk about how to go to convention. Please, before you end this program, somebody said yesterday that Nenadi, Senator Nenadi is now the acting national chairman of Labour Party. Please, Labour Party has become a banana republic where everything goes, everything is possible. I can't imagine if somebody could come up and say, after all, the National Executive Council has made Nenadi an acting chairman. If you recall, that happened in Abure State. Umuahia, to be precise.
Were you not part of that meeting?
Why would I be part of that meeting? It's a gathering of like minds. They don't see me as a like mind. And even if I'm in that meeting, nobody can tell me that a meeting where people call for a meeting and that meeting you who has no powers, no constitutional powers, and make somebody an acting chairman. It doesn't make any sense. The Labour Party has become something else where anybody can, some people will gather somewhere and say something and come up and they want to implement it. It doesn't make any sense. Yes, according to them, they are in support of NLC President, General Secretary, TUC General Secretary, and the governor as the sitting governor of Labour Party, according to the Constitution, is a member of National Executive Council. His deputy is also a member of the National Executive Council. For that reason, because there are statutory members of the National Executive Council, that give them the right to call for NEC. In Labour Party, who calls the meeting? Who calls for NEC? Who calls for convention? Only the working committee will sit down, discuss any of the meeting, bring it to the NEC. NEC will ratify. And then, at that point, the National Secretary, with the consent, I repeat, with the consent of the National Chairman, will now write INEC for that meeting. So how come in a governor's lounge, in Abia, executive council meeting held, and then Nenadi became an acting national chairman. He can say why Labour Party will never. Their problem is too many that it can never be healed. I'm telling you the truth. If such people can pronounce, can just sit down one place.
You said the problems can never be healed, Mr. Okafor. I want to ask, do you think that the Labour Party has the, I don't know, wherewithal, power, potential to solve all these issues before the 2027 elections?
Anyway, only miracle. Only God, because A say only miracle, because Mr. A say I can't, B say I won't, the other said it's not possible. So if the cabals, the playmaker says I can't, how will it be? It may be as it is now, as far yesterday's judgment or yesterday judgment. Don't be surprised that so many people are warming up by Monday to go to court, to go to another court, or send some other persons who were not among the people that went to court of this judgment. They will go to court in another way to still challenge that judgment. So Labour Party is not. I don't see them coming out from this this sickness. Honestly speaking,
we hope to see healing on the Labour Party or miracle, like you said, anytime soon, because conflicting court cases here and there is a bit sad that we're seeing this development coming ahead of the 2027 election. But we hope that you guys will reach a middle ground to solve the problem with devil in your party.